What's going on, guys? So, yeah, real fast, just do a little quick update. T Fuel is at 31 cents. Theta is at, stupid fucking Logitech performance issues. Theta is at 625. And I have mined about 8,500 T Fuel in like 2, 3 months, some shit like that. So, 85.20, is that up to date? Yep, 85.23 T Fuel. So, I know some people who have been investing in T Fuel, and like pretty much they're trying to get to where they can stake an elite edge node, and they're like, "Wow, I just dropped my savings into getting T Fuel, and you mined my savings." And I was like, "Pretty much," and that's the power of staking your crypto. Again, this is the fucking beginning of this shit. We're still in the early adopters phase. I mean, the way people like invest in shit for their retirement, they do like T-bills and stocks and bonds and all that, and they're trying to get like yield return and all that bullshit. Crypto's the next thing for that. When you can get yield on your crypto, I mean, and T-Fuel, getting yield on sharing your bandwidth in a world that is running out of bandwidth. I don't even know how to say that. I found this other book. I'm telling you, like the whole thing is like so many people focus on like hacking and certs and all that bullshit, which is a good part of the thing. I'll get into that in a second. For me, it's always been about the journey. Like literally, I kind of, I don't want to keep on saying it, but I kind of felt like I kind of put everything on a hold so I could like get back into shape or start working out and whatever. And I wanted to go do things that I never got to finish when I was 17, boxing and just have the experience. I just wanted to be around the sport and all that shit. But again, like, going back to it, I had to start doing regular shit again and, all that bullshit, however you want to take it. And, I'm getting back on the horse and all that shit. And again, being able to stop or pause or at least, move forward at a slower pace, but still move forward, it's pretty cool. And that's what life's all about. Sometimes you have to stop and smell the roses. And I'm telling you, like, if I had a bajillion certs right now, but I didn't get to spend those last 2 years, at Olympia boxing and another couple year or two just around it and all that bullshit, just around boxing as a sport. And again, like Leo's gym is always going to be there and all that bullshit. It's good to know it's there. I just like being around it, like that's worth a lot more to me than just certs and whatnot. But the craziest fucking thing is if I hadn't taken time out to stop and smell the roses, I probably wouldn't have gotten into Theta and T Fuel. So that's just what it is about that. Things happen for a reason. And on that, yeah, cyberpunk architects. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So like, there's things you just pick up by just playing with shit. I've always just liked playing with shit, and it goes back to most people do things like a wizard. A wizard is like read the in D&D terms and GURPS terms. Wizard is like read the book, study the book, do the spell. A sorcerer, I'm more like a sorcerer. I'm like the wild version of a wizard. Sorcerers are like do what bam, and they just like do something, right? Like I've always been like that. But anyways, so I can't go into all of it because I just don't want to accidentally put my foot in my mouth and all that bullshit. But I can say that there's a lot of shit going on, and essentially I've been working on my resume and whatnot. And this is the thing: I don't even have to get a job. I probably should keep on working. Is what it comes down to. Like, I should probably have, if I have a skill set that's in demand, I should probably use it. Seeing this debacle with the election fraud bullshit, which I'm not even going to touch on this video. I'm going to balls to the wall when my other channel gets unbanned. I'm going to balls to the wall and say all that shit, and then they'll ban it, and then I'll put that on Theta TV. But I'm not going on that right now. But just seeing all that bullshit, how all the experts got it so wrong, like it just makes me realize how much more we need competent people in cyber. But so, I'm here like kind of sort of working on my resume and like, kind of sort of applying places. And I will say that technically I still have a job and I'm getting paid still is what it is. And I got a call from my current job and they were like, "Hey man, long and the short, like we like your qualifications." I'm like, "Thanks. I like my qualifications too." And they're like, this, that, the other thing. What it comes down to is, so the job that I was doing when I was working two jobs, I got this job first. They wanted me to do like project management type shit. And the other job I was working, I was doing like pen testing and vulnerability management scanning type shit. So this is the thing about recruiters. The recruiters for this job that I'm currently working now, they made me work my resume over to like do highlight the project management shit. And the recruiter for the job I had where I was doing the pen testing shit, they were like, work your resume over for the pen testing shit. Long and the short, my current job was like, yo, why don't you rework your thingy for the pen testing shit? And because we'd like to, keep you on board and all that bullshit. And I hope I'm not saying anything I shouldn't be saying. I'm going to keep it at that. And I want to point out, I don't have to be working anywhere. Like if I didn't like them, I would say, no, thanks. Just appreciate everything you're giving me and thanks for helping me become millionaire. No, thank you. But I actually think they're cool people. Like I work with a lot of really awesome people. I've never met this many cool people before in one go, at least not professionally. So like if I could stay on that team, I'd love to be on that team. Like team my job. But so as I do that, and this is the thing again, like all my certs are vendor neutral. My degree is in policy, procedures, and management in cybersecurity. I cannot point that out. Like lots of people have degrees, and that's fantastic. And there's lots of other like science degrees that can be used in computers. But if you're going to be in cybersecurity, having a degree in cybersecurity kind of goes a long way. That's all I'm saying. And then all my certs are vendor neutral, and there's they update it. It's not DoD 8570. It's DoD 80. It's something else. It's a new one, but it's basically the same thing, right? So every one of my certs can go into multiple. It's not just one. It's this or that or this. And again, like people keep on hating on it all they want to, but the CEH fits into 5 separate categories and whatnot. And essentially what it is, that's why you do shit vendor neutral. I can do project management or I can do technical review. I can do pen testing or I can do architecture. I can do incident response or I can do reverse engineering. I mean, the only thing that limits your ability in this field is you. You know what I'm saying? So it felt pretty fucking good. And again, like, yes, I was playing Final Fantasy all day. I was streaming Final Fantasy on my like I'm not I this is all my shit has been done. Like all my shit's done and reviewed. And I'm waiting for other people to finish their shit. So I'm literally just on call. It's the worst thing to say, but it is what it is. I'm not trying to throw shade on anyone. I'm just saying, if anything, this is why you get your shit done first. Because that way, if there's anything wrong with it, they kick it back to you and then you can complete it and whatnot. But if you get your shit done and you're waiting for someone else to complete their shit so you can do the next part of your shit, you're pretty much on call, right? So I'm playing Final Fantasy, streaming it on the updated one because I told you, like, just because you can download games for free and all that bullshit doesn't mean you should. I like SquareSoft, I like Final Fantasy, so I paid to have the thing on Steam. If I didn't like them, if I thought they were a shit company, I would just keep on emulating it. But I actually want them to have my $74, so I bought it. But yeah, I'm streaming that thing and I'm playing it, and then I get the call and they're like, "Hey, would you mind updating your resume?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And then the thing is, I'm not trying to sound cocky. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm really just saying like, this is what happens when you dot your I's and cross your T's. This is why they say you have to be smarter than a situation. Why it pays to be prepared. Luck favors the prepared. All that kind of bullshit. I mean, if I'll just say my YouTube channel that they're probably going to ban when I get unsuspended starts off with me getting a job in cyber. I then lose that job and I get another job like that, right? So since that video started, I've basically turned myself into a millionaire. I mean, or at least close enough to when the correction happens again, I'll be over one. All right, I'll be like a multimillionaire. Um, I did all that shit while I was holding down 2 jobs and while I finished up my degree. Now, this is the funny thing, okay? if you think that any of this shit is like, I don't deserve it, or why him, why not me? Well, let me ask you a fucking question. You want to know why you don't deserve it and why I have it right now? It's because I put in the work. I didn't ask people for money. I didn't beg for shit. I didn't try to get likes and tweets. I didn't, even when people were trying to throw shade on me, oh, you don't get enough likes and tweets. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't live my life for likes and tweets. Just like when Booz Allen was like, oh, we're going to give you a bonus. I was like, I don't live my life for your bonus. I don't. I mean, I'll take it if you give it to me. They fired me the next day, so they didn't give it to me. But I'm saying, like, I don't live my life for your bonus. I live my life for me, right? And when you do that kind of shit, shit tends to pay off. You know what I'm saying? I kept all my certs current. I got my degree. I'm probably going to go to my master's degree. I want to start it soon, but at the same time, with all the shit going on in the world, we'll just see what happens. I definitely think that higher education in a technical field is a positive thing. There's just a lot of crazy shit going on in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? But I agree that education is positive. And the thing I'm saying is like this could be you for the 2 years that I've had that channel up. Anyone who has gotten a cert, gotten silver, and gotten crypto should be close to being a millionaire right now, if not already one. And they should have pretty much their pick of high-paying jobs in an economy that everyone says is going bad. I mean, just because everyone's broke doesn't mean you have to be. I mean, and it's just like Thomas Sowell says, what is this? What is the formula that works everywhere, no matter who you are or what you are? It's education, it's education, skills, and savings. I mean, the proof is right here in front of all. You can go back to all my, and it's just me rambling about stupid shit and oh, my parents this, and I can't believe so and so did that. And to be quite honest, this is the other thing. Like all the other posers I make fun of and all that bullshit. It's like, yeah, I make fun of them, but like I'm not gonna do it. It's just to rile them up. It's like you light a fire under their ass. Like that's the thing. It's like the other day, technically, I did what was it? I reported Ziggy and Tim Pool just to do it because the thing is, I'm not the only one who reports them when they copy me. Apparently, a bunch of other people do also. But I did it because if I really do, all I have to do to get those assholes banned is respond to the emails Twitter sends me asking for my ID. I just don't do it because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to go beg for money, go beg for money. I don't beg for money. I'll make fun of you. I'll call you names. I'll call you a retard. I'll call you a little prissy little pretty pants and all that bullshit. I'm not going to actually fucking show Twitter my ID. That's bullshit. I'm just busting your balls because you're a loser. I'm not really going to try to take the money out of your hand. You probably need that money more than anyone else does. That's why you're begging for it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing I'm saying is, do you want to be the guy begging for money, or do you want to be the guy playing Final Fantasy all day and getting money thrown at him? I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. And the thing is that there is a lot of work that goes into these things, but it goes down to being skilled labor. Okay, anyone can go be a barista. Anyone can go be a night stalker. Anyone can go do all this manual labor bullshit that they're starting to automate. How many people have certs required to do vulnerability scans? How many people have certs required to do project management? How many people have certs required to put their hands on high-tech shit? That, keep in mind, if we would make jokes all the time, like if you're having a bad day at Toys R Us, the shelf falls. If you're having a bad day in cyber, some kind of electrical plant blew up or something like that. You know what I'm saying? These cyber attacks have real kinetic results in the real world. So it's fun and games and we crack jokes and whatnot, but at the end of the day, we know how to handle our business. That's why we're certified, right? So that's what it comes down to. It's like, do you want to be the one who's begging for money, or do you want to be the one who's getting money thrown at them? So again, you can tweet all day and beg for money all you want to, or you can be the guy begging for money and likes and tweets, or you can be the guy who's getting money thrown at him left and right because he's in demand. I'm going to repeat it again for you guys, okay? If you Google, and I'm not going to go into the specific certs, but if you take like the certs, and again, the three main ones, Security Plus, CH, CISP. Those are the gold standards. Other ones too, I'm not going to go into all of it, but those are the three main ones, okay? If you Google those certs and jobs with those certs requirements, you will find that there are more jobs available in the US than there are people who have those certs in the entire world. So it's not a matter of, can I get a job with this cert? It's, you will get a job with that cert. It may not be the first one you apply to, but you're pretty much guaranteed a job once you get that. I show people, they're like, oh, I don't know what I should do. Should I transfer to a new thing? I don't know. I'm like, if you don't know what you want to do and you want to take a break from school, get your A+. Why would I want to get my CompTIA A+? And then I show them on Indeed.com, type in CompTIA A+, and it'll say urgently hiring, 60,000, starting off, whole page. Like, so if you are a barista, if you're a night stalker, if you're a warehouse worker, and you have nothing going for you, you can get an A+ and make $60,000 starting off. Urgently hiring. I don't know how else to say it to you guys, but you know what? What if we actually do live in a world where I'm wrong and everyone else who's begging for likes and tweets and $5 is right? I'm just joking. We don't live in that world. We live in a world where I'm right. All right, guys, peace out.